On this episode of Film, we will be talking about what we've been watching as usual, Izzy's Reddit reviews that he's going to be reading to me, and I'm going to be guessing some movies, Neja 2 review, Alien Earth episodes 1 through 4 review, and to finish it off, Peacemaker season 2 episode 1. We're going to be talking about it. I hope you guys are going to stay for it because it's going to get good. But anyways, welcome to Film, where we break down films in the way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a season fan,
you're in the right place.
To my left, I got my brother, my homeboy.
Dude, I'm here, bro.
The expert on movies, Izzy ZDB Arambia. How you doing, Brody?
Living, bro. My first week of school.
Uh-huh. How'd that go?
Kicked my butt. It's kicking my butt right now. I'm already tired. Dude, I'm not going to lie. Working 38 hours full-time in school is absolutely demolishing me.
You almost working full-time.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's not happening. Hey, next week I'm back to normal. I'll be watching things. We're about to do what you've been watching. I haven't been watching anything. Mm-hmm. I do have something that I can talk about because we allow it, but yeah, I haven't been watching anything. So I'm doing good. I'm living. I'm trying, but I'm really excited to talk about some of the stuff that came out this week because there's a lot of really good stuff. I've watched everything. This is the first week I think in a while I've watched everything that you also have watched that we're going to talk about on the podcast. So yeah, thank you.
Except for one of them.
Well, but that doesn't count because it's not in the main list.
That is true.
You moved it on purpose. Yeah.
But before we do get into what we've been watching, a death-anniversary or an anniversary of an actor is coming up. He recently died, and that's Chadwick Boseman. I want to give him a shout-out real quick. Izzy, I just wanted to ask you real quick. What is your favorite project or movie or TV show that Chadwick Boseman has been a part of?
I will say this. Not a massive, I don't know a lot about Chadwick Boseman's portfolio, but I have, insane amounts of respect for him because I think he was, not only one of the greatest comic book castings ever, but also he's just, a phenomenal dude and a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that, to answer your question, it's just Black Panther. That's, I know it's basic, but, it's 100% Black Panther. He kills that role, and it's so unfortunate that we won't ever see him play that character again because, he was truly electric. Nothing like him. No one really will ever compare. I think, we'll flash forward, 15 years down the line, right? And we get someone new to play Black Panther. Maybe they're great. I don't think anyone will ever be Chadwick Boseman. I just don't think so.
Yeah.
He was Black Panther, and he's incredible. He will forever be the way that Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a question.
One thing I am a little bit curious about, because, we probably won't, we never know, because they're doing the whole reboot thing, but we heard about Damson Idris, maybe not, maybe getting the role of playing either a variant Black Panther or the next Black Panther in the next reboot. If it really is true, I would low-key be interested in seeing it, and I kind of do think he would kill it as Black Panther.
Yeah.
Damson Idris. I don't think he would be better than T'Challa, but I don't know if better than Chadwick Boseman, but I do think he could get close. I do think he can. It's just his demeanor and it's the way he acts, and I'm just I feel like he could kill it.
What's your favorite Chadwick Boseman thing? Movie,
I
TV
want to
show?
say Black Panther because I feel like he was fully in his element. I do. I think that is going to be my answer, but I want to give an honorable mention to 42. I really do, because I love that movie.
That's a movie I need to watch,
Him
desperately.
Playing Jackie Robinson was so good. You could feel his anger. You could feel his, not curiosity, but even just his, whenever there were moments, whenever somebody was being racist to him on a baseball field and seeing him going what is your problem, bro? You could really feel it. Even when he's just, I just really love that movie, bro. I really do. And it's not just because I'm a Dodger fan. It's because he just did such a good job in that movie. And the way they portrayed the Brooklyn Dodgers back then, and even just the atmosphere of how it was for Jackie Robinson was perfect.
We talked about it before the camera started rolling, but I said it. Chadwick Boseman's been a lot of great things, but I genuinely think before his passing, he was on the cups of greatness,
Yep.
he's a great actor, like I don't want that to get confused. Like he is a phenomenal actor,
Yeah.
but I think his career was truly just starting. Like he was like he was there, you know,
Yep.
and he was about to get every role imaginable. Every studio was gonna hit him up. He probably had every studio hitting him up to like do things.
Yeah.
But like it's really unfortunate that his life had to end so early because I genuinely think that like we talk about him how great he is now. Imagine 10 years from like his passing, what would we be saying about him?
The roles he would have gotten, man.
Yeah.
And the fact that earlier before the show, somebody mentioned that he probably would have been the brother to Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. Just even imagining that.
Yeah,
would have been
and
super
dude, not
cool.
even just that. Like, imagine the stuff he just would have done with Ryan Coogler in general.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that would have been insane. But it's unfortunate, but
Imagine Ryan Coogler working with both Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan again in another project.
it would have been
That's
insane.
not the MCU.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough, dude. Honestly, I think that's one of those experiences where like I remember exactly where I was when it happened.
Oh my gosh.
I was at my one of my closest friends' house. We were all hanging out. We were playing some like tabletop like role playing game, and my brother calls me and he like tells me that, and I go like I'm not gonna lie, like I laughed. I was like you're not being serious, right? Like you're like, what are you doing right now? That's like, stupid. So then like I looked and I was like, dude, and like my heart sank, and I'm like, dude, what do you mean? Like that's crazy. So just like that, dude, I'll always go back to that. I just being one of the weirdest nights, right? Yeah, that was like closer. It was getting dark outside. I remember that just being the weirdest like day of my life.
Yeah.
Like what the heck? Like that was just so weird. That was dude, it was 5 years, 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
2020.
just before. No, that was during COVID because
It was
August.
during COVID.
Yeah.
I remember because that was when me and my friends would still hang out, and that was I think a day before we watched the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. But it was a dark day, and then having that pop up, it was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, just
But
incredibly rough. Yeah.
I remember, and it's still, I'm happy that they kept the movie going, but on that day, I literally said, cancel the second Black Panther. Just cancel it. But now I am so appreciative that they didn't, and I got to watch Black Panther Wakanda Forever because I really loved that movie.
Yeah.
I really did. But
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, Chadwick Boseman.
Thank you, Chadwick
Thank you
Boseman.
for everything you did, and rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
But anyways,
I'm turning off this air conditioning. I'm not gonna cut it. You can keep talking.
okay. But anyways, now, guys, we're going to go to Izzy's favorite section of the podcast episodes. What we've been watching.
What we've been watching. Can I go first because I don't really have
Go for it.
anything? Okay, we're gonna switch what you've been watching. That's your MacBook. I was like, is my MacBook yelling?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's an old one.
I'm gonna switch what we've been watching for me to what I've been playing
Okay.
because I've been gaming. All right. Not only am I getting 2 games this weekend, I'm getting another 3 next weekend.
Oh.
We're picking up. It's bad. Why did this have to happen now? All you studios out there, why are you guys releasing games now? Are you familiar with Hollow Knight?
I've been hearing about that game.
Okay.
What is it?
Hollow Knight Silksong is this long in development game to a sequel to one of the greatest Metroidvanias ever made.
Whoa.
Metroidvania being Metroid Castlevania, like that kind of game. It's incredible. It's so good. I played it last year and I like no-lifed it. I put like 60 hours into it. Like it was just sad. That game's like a 15-hour game. I put 60 hours into it. I just no-lifed it.
You was having fun.
I was, dude. I no-lifed it. But the sequel had gotten announced 2017 or 2019, I think. So like 6 years ago. And that's it. Silence. Until 2023. And Xbox did a thing. They were like, hey, it's coming out at the end of the year. Never came out. And then fast forward to Summer
Shame
Games
on
Fest.
Xbox.
Maybe a few months ago, Xbox showed off their little handheld thing, and they were like, hey, Silksong's going to be playable on it. So it's going to come out right when this comes out. So now it's just like we're waiting because this handheld's supposed to come out in October. So we're like, okay, that means Silksong's going to come out within August to October. This is like the GTA 6 for like hardcore gamers, I would say. This is like the best way I can explain that. Like that's how highly anticipated this release date was.
Holy crap.
They do an event August 21st, September 4th, next week. 6 years, dude. And we've been waiting for release. I'm not gonna say we. People have been waiting, and now it's finally coming out. It's a big deal. But that's not what I've been playing. What I've been playing, Death Stranding 2. Are you familiar?
I am very familiar. I want to finish the story because I'm actually I'm really impressed with it. I haven't finished the first one.
Oh, okay.
But I heard that a lot of people love Death Stranding too.
Yeah, I played the first one near the end of my semester a few months ago, so back in May. Just anticipation for the second one. And I was obsessed with it. I was freaking flying through it. I was having so much fun. And then Mafia came out. And I was like, all right, I got to lock in. I finished Mafia. Now I'm back on this. I'm around like the 85%, so I have 15% left. I have around 25 hours on the game. It's so damn good. I don't know if it's better than the first one. I want to see how the story sticks the landing. But like from where it's at, it's significantly more personal than I think the first one was. The first one was like really good at establishing the world, and like all the characters were super interesting. I think that game has better character stories than this one does. This one still has great character stories, but I think like the crutch of it is what's going on with the main character Sam, and like how, I don't want to spoil it, but how his journey is throughout this game. I think you feel that so much more than in the first one, and I'm loving it. You actually feel like you're also traveling around this continent, because the plot of the first one is you travel around North America.
Yeah.
Second one is you're traveling around Australia, and you actually feel like you're walking around Australia, and it kind of feels awesome. Like, it's so long, it's so hard, but it's so... That sounded so sus. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Good.
It's like you're hiking. It's a very long hike. And it's one of the most relaxing experiences of my life until it isn't. And then I'm stressed and I'm scared after whatever monster's trying to kill me. But needless to say, the game story is great. I wish the characters were a little bit more interesting, some of the newer characters they introduced. But even though they're not interesting background-wise, they're like abilities and what they could do is so sick. Hideo Kojima is the king of characters, and I stand on that, and like creative characters. That man wears inspirations on his sleeve. He's a massive movie nerd. That is like a massive... They're actually making an A24 Death Stranding movie. Like, that's a thing. Which that's a different conversation on how I feel about that. Anyways, Hideo Kojima is a massive movie nerd, and you can tell he like takes so many things he watches and puts them into the like products he makes.
Yeah.
Because like Death Stranding feels like such an inspired, weird game that shouldn't exist. But because Hideo Kojima is like a millionaire, he can make a game like that. You know, he can make a game where you just deliver packages and it's fun, you know? So needless to say, Death Stranding 2, I highly recommend if you like the first one. If you are not with a walking simulator, then yeah, you're not going to like this, because yes, it is just a walking simulator, but Death Stranding 2 is fantastic. And I'm really excited to roll credits, actually. Like, I'm really like, it's always like the last 5 hours is just massive exposition, a lot of cutscenes, and some of the weirdest like imagery I've ever seen. That's how the first one was. I'm assuming the second one's going to be like that too, but we'll see. I'll probably report back next week on like a little update on how I'm doing. But yeah, that's kind of all I'd say on Death Stranding 2. I love it. I love Death Stranding. I understand why people don't like it. I understand why it's not for everyone, but me, freaking nerd, dude. Give me some nice music and a freaking mountain to climb, and I'm there, bro. It's not even a question.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing with me too, because like, I mean, I like video games, but I can't consider myself a gamer, like a real gamer. I just play them, but I really love story games. I really love them. And so like, you know, when I wasn't being able to get to play a lot of them, like for example, The Last of Us, I didn't get to play it, so I just watched the cutscenes. I really like it. I really like it. And with Death Stranding, I feel like that's more of a cutscene. Well, I feel like the whole game is a cutscene.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I mean, I gotta watch it, I gotta continue it, and I gotta finish it. But I soon am gonna be in that mode too, because NBA 2K26 comes out, and I'm gonna be stuck on that. And I'm just glad because I get to play my career, and Spike Lee's gonna voice
September 5th, right?
September 5th officially.
Yeah,
which is crazy because Spike Lee is gonna be voicing the character, and his movie comes out on September 5th as well. The timing of that, interesting. Could be. I'm excited to play it, bro. I'm excited to get back into my gamer mode and then just, you know, dunk on people, block people.
I would love to do a thing where if we ever get into like the whole live streaming thing, I would love for us to do gameplay streams.
Yes.
And I just sit there and I watch you do something. It's that game that I played, because I can hit you with so many story games that I could recommend to you.
I would love to play it.
But anyways, that's my little slice of gaming life, dude. This weekend I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake and Lost Soul Side, which is like this 9-year in development hack and slash game made by one dude. PlayStation was like, let's fund them, let's give them a team. So I'm really excited for that. And then next week is Hollow Knight, this game called Chronos: The New Dawn, and I'm picking up one more. I don't remember, but I'm picking up another game next week. So there's a lot of video gaming coming out. I'm freaking excited. So I might be talking about it a little bit more, but that's assuming I don't watch anything. That's usually how I fill the space. But yeah, Phil, take it away. Phil, what have you been watching?
Yeah, man. I mean, the list is always here because I'm always watching stuff. I always got to, but obviously got to get the animes out the way. Kaiju number 8.
I'm behind
so far.
I'm behind.
Season 2 is really good.
I know it's so good. I'm just an episode behind.
Oh yeah, it's really good so far. I love the story. I'm gonna keep it there because I know you're gonna catch up. Dan to Dan season 2.
You caught up?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
You caught up?
Yes,
dude.
Bro,
I'm so excited for tomorrow's episode.
So stinking good. We
film on on Wednesdays. So Dawn to Dawn comes out on Thursdays. Last week's episode ended off a crazy cliffhanger, and I'm like fiending for it. I literally can't wait. It's gonna be insane. I wasn't expecting the episode to end on a cliffhanger like that, and it did, and I was just like, all right, like I'm locked in, baby.
It's giving me Conquest Invincible fight vibes a little bit.
I hope so. I hope we get something crazy.
Not crazy, but I'm excited for it. Gachi Akuta, I didn't finish the recent episode that came out, but it's pretty good.
Okay, I've heard of this. I'm gonna look this up again. This is like the one that has like crazy reviews, right? It's like every episode's at like 9s on IMDb.
That's what I keep hearing, but I'm not too invested in it, but I still think it's pretty cool, which is weird. Like, it's...
Oh, wait, no, I think I'm thinking of something else.
I'm trying to describe it. It's basically just about this kid who gets falsely accused of murdering somebody, and he gets thrown into this pit of trash, and little do you know, it's a world of people who live down there, because you already think he's at rock bottom, and he gets thrown at rock bottom, but it's really not rock bottom.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good place. But I think I just need to watch more episodes to get like this world that he's in, because it's interesting. It's just that it's not fully selling me yet.
I want to check this one out. I'm actually pretty interested. This isn't the one I'm talking about. There's another anime that's coming out weekly that has crazy reviews, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But I just saw this one recently, and I want to check it out. I'm really curious.
Got you. Cool. Another movie I saw, again, for the 10th or 11th million time, Batman Begins.
Nice.
Watched it with some friends. I was trying to put one friend on, and then they fell asleep because they were just super tired. They literally could not stay awake, so I don't blame them. They had some stuff going on. But another person got to see it for the first time, and I asked them, is this your first time watching it? They're like, yeah. And then they were trying to trash on it for a sec, but then they got really into it. And as they were getting really into it, I got more into it. Like, I locked in, like, from there. I literally was, the whole time, I was sitting like this. My bad. Excuse me for the audio. Just like this while I'm watching it again. Because I'm catching stuff that I didn't see before, and I'm also getting meaning of stuff that you guys probably got, but I didn't, about different things. And I'm just like, bro, because one of the questions I have, because there's this one friend who really loves Batman Begins, but we would always talk about which one is the best Batman movie in the Dark Knight trilogy. I am actually getting close to saying Batman Begins is the best one.
Okay,
to me,
and are you getting close to saying that Batman Begins is better than Dark Knight Rises? Because we've had this conversation before, and I stand on Batman Begins being better than Dark Knight Rises.
I am low-key getting close
Dark
to
Knight Rises, hot take here.
Don't say it's trash.
Not going to say it's trash.
Okay, all right, then you're good.
But I think we gassed it up a little too much. Sure, they have a fine interpretation of Bane. Comic book interpretation, not a good one.
Okay.
But character-wise, sure. He's Bane. He does Bane. He does. Look, I don't know. My thing with Bane is Bane just kind of like is cool the whole movie, but I don't think he has any depth. Like, he's just Bane. And I don't know. I guess I don't find that interesting. Like, at least Joker, it's like Joker does a similar thing. But, like, Joker's scary, and you can never know when you can believe him. He has, like, certain, like, dialogue where you're like, oh, wait, like, okay, that is... What are you saying right now? But it, like, adds so much to the character and the way he thinks. Bane, from what I remember, never really having that. And also, that movie probably has one of the worst death scenes in a movie ever. Do you not know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about when he gets shot?
No, I'm talking about Talia al Ghul when she like it's like
yeah,
easily one of the worst films.
I'll give you that.
But what's so funny is I think Christopher Nolan just has scenes like that. Like in Memento, there's a scene like that too, where it's just like so poorly shot, but it's so funny. It like the camera cuts way too hard. It like does a hard jump cut, and it's so weird. But still, regardless, like things like that where I'm just like, I don't think Dark Knight Rises is that interesting. And Batman Begins, watching him like slowly rebuild himself and be like, all right, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna, all right, let's add it. Like that development is so fun up until that final fight is sick. I love Batman Begins, and I'll ride for that movie forever.
Watching it again, I'm just like, bro, because at first I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna watch another good Christopher Nolan movie, and then when I watch it, I'm like, bro, this is.
It's better than anything.
What the hell? What am I? Every time I watch that movie again, I always am like, okay, now can we watch The Dark Knight? Okay, now can we watch The Dark Knight Rises? Because I have to finish it.
That's so funny because I'm always like, let's watch The Dark Knight, and then after, it's like, yeah, or we don't.
Man, screw you.
I'm sorry. I just like Dark Knight. I think Dark Knight is so much better than Dark Knight Rises that for me, it's like, all right, I can leave off there and I'm fine.
I just really like. With The Dark Knight Rises, the opening, like I think that's one of my, you know what? Scratch that. That is my favorite opening to a movie. Just the eerie music.
It's a good opening. Yeah, it's a good
I think
opening.
it's my favorite of all time.
Look, that movie has strong scenes, But I think overall story, it's just okay. It's a great ending to Batman. I will say that the ending is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything in between just doesn't hold me.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's fair to say that. To me, like that movie, just like you said, was a great ending for Batman. That version of Batman 2. And just finishing off there, I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. But just to finish off what I've been watching real quick, my bad. I know we're on a time crunch. Got two last things. So the studio got one episode left, and my goodness, this show is so good. This show is so stinking good. I love it. I love the acting. I love the actors that they get in each episode to either play their own part or be a character in this show. I love the situation still that they get into. And I am still so curious on what the heck is going to happen in the last episode, because we know there is a season 2 coming out. And I'm so nervous because every episode, this is what I love about it. I get so nervous every episode because I'm wondering what is going to happen. What is going to happen? What is the stressful situation that is going to happen this episode? And then right when it happens, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm cringing. I'm like, there was one episode where I actually kind of was happy. But then there's others when I'm like, oh man, this is, oof. I don't want to spoil it for you because I really want you to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I want to do like a review with
at
you.
some point.
But like, it is so good. And when when we watch this final episode, and I know there's gonna be people in comments like, "Oh, why are you so late?" It happens. TV shows I'm late on sometimes, except when it comes to DCU, whatever. I'm gonna be done with it. I'm gonna review it, and y'all are gonna hear me love it, no matter what. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Come at me if you want.
Yeah, come at him.
I'm watching it. That's all that matters.
Do it.
But to finish this off, I watched Honey Don't, and that one was a pretty disappointing to me because I didn't understand what I was watching this movie for. I didn't understand that.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
So I do not have problems with, like, I hate sex scenes, but it's not like I'm like, oh, we'll just take them out overall. But the only problem I had was, like, because there were some people complaining about that, and I'm like, I don't think that was the problem, though. I think the problem was that there were so many times that, well, one, they were trying to sell it that Honey is this detective that is a really cool character, and she kind of was. It's just that a lot of the situations and stuff she was trying to solve just, like, resolved by itself. It wasn't like she majorly.
Like she didn't do anything.
It felt like she didn't really solve the case just like that. It felt like it solved it by itself, and then she learned about it. And I was like, that kind of took away from what I was hoping for her to be. I was hoping for her to be this like Encyclopedia Brown type of character, and Nancy Drew that just figures out everything, and then boom, like it didn't even have to be something crazy, but it just resolved itself by itself.
Interesting.
And then the ending of the movie, it felt like another problem got started. And then you're trying to figure out what could happen with this that's coming up, but then you don't ever get to learn that because the movie just ends there.
I've heard the ending is bad. I've heard the ending.
I hate the ending.
It's bad.
I hate it.
Dang.
Because it just it's like you solved the case, you solved everything, and it wasn't even her that solved it. It just resolved itself by itself, and then another problem comes up. Or another thing that we're like, oh, we have to get to the bottom of this because I don't want to spoil it for you. But
no, you can spoil it for me. I don't care.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Here, spoilers for Honey Don't.
Spoilers for Honey Don't. So basically, there is this woman that is introduced at the start of the movie, and you're wondering what is her significance. You find out that she is I want to say a runner for the French mob or something like that. Because Chris Evans' character is the pastor of this church, and you find out that obviously he's corrupt. He's running drugs and all that, and he's having his people that are part of his church sell it to other people and this and that. And the French lady, she is the one who is in charge of watching over him and making sure that he doesn't make any mistakes. So obviously he makes some mistakes, and eventually she just kills him. And so you're thinking she's eventually going to get caught. Something else is going to happen. Nothing really happens with her, except at the end of the movie, Honey, when she solves the whole thing, she stops at I guess I want to say a traffic light. Same with the French lady. And they're just talking. She's flirting with the French lady. She asks her, like, so what are you doing? And then she's like, nothing. And then it just cuts to black after that. And I'm just like, well, does she find out she killed Chris Evans? What? Does she find out anything else? What? And it just ends there. And I'm like, I hate that. I really do. And that's why at the end of the movie, I was kind of asking myself, what was I supposed to learn with this movie? Like, what was I supposed to get out of it? And it wasn't like I fully hate it. I just didn't understand it. I just really didn't. I was like, okay, she's a detective. Okay, Chris Evans is corrupt. Okay, the woman that she thought she loved was actually a terrible, evil person. What was I supposed to learn?
People are bad.
That's what I felt like. That's like, maybe it was easier than I thought, but it just bothered me so much.
So would you say that this is a detective movie with a bad case? Like, it's like the case that you're trying to figure out, like the mystery you're trying to figure out. Would you say it's a mystery movie? Like, are you trying to figure out what's happening? Like, does it present itself that way?
Yes.
Because I think
but even the reveal, it wasn't that crazy to me. It was kind of like,
was it obvious?
It wasn't.
Or they had already figured it out, and then Honey finds out. It's like the viewer finds out before she does.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we find out, but it wasn't like a crazy shock to me. It was kind of like, I don't know what to say. It was just.
So it's a bad mystery movie.
I think it was a bad mystery movie.
Yeah, interesting.
I just didn't understand it fully.
That's fair.
I feel like because of that, there was a hidden message to me. And I feel like the message to me was, this is all I could get. Be aware of who you are romantically involved with or involved with in general, whether it's a friendship or a relationship.
Because I would say, like, if your movie is, like, crutches the mystery, which I haven't seen it, but this is what it sounds like you're saying. If the movie's crutches the mystery and the mystery isn't good, then it's like, you don't really got a good movie, right? And that's really unfortunate, because I feel like who's the director of this movie again?
I believe somebody said it was the Coen brothers or something. I'm trying to. It was
Just
one of the
them?
Coen brothers, which I don't know too much of the history about. I know that from the reviews that I was hearing, there were people saying that they made another movie that had to do with
Off the Dome. It's literally Off the Dome. I have it, and I forgot it was called.
But
so embarrassing.
Somebody said also that they're making a third one, not connected to Honey Don't, or we don't know, but they allegedly are making a third movie. But I am just I'm just confused. I'm still confused. Like,
Drive Away Dolls. That's what I was thinking.
Drive Away Dolls. That's the movie. Like, the movie looked good. It was very well shot. And the acting was really good. It's just that I didn't fully get the plot. That's it. If that is a mistake on my end, like, I will fully own up to it, and I would love to watch it again just to see like what I missed. But I just did not enjoy this movie.
So what would you say your score is out of 10?
It's a 5.
5, yeah.
It's a 5.
Dang.
1000%.
That's
because
rough.
I really
is that
did.
The lowest score you've ever given on the pod?
No, I gave a 4 to Snow White and a
That's right, you did.
3 to, what was that movie with Homeboy from The Boys?
Anthony Starr?
The one with the broken limbs and he couldn't feel pain.
Oh, Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like I mean, I'd rather watch Honey Don't than Novocaine. I'm be for real.
Oh, really?
I'd rather watch Honey Don't than Novocaine. But and Snow White for sure. But it just,
dang, dude. Novocaine
I feel like
really
it just
that low. I mean,
needed
I didn't love Novocaine, but dang,
I did not
that's
like
crazy.
Novocaine.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. Honey Don't, really unfortunate. It's a really unfortunate thing.
I thought it'd be better. I thought I was gonna give it a 7. But
I don't think like anyone's expectation was it was gonna be great, but I think at least it was like, oh, this will be good.
I thought it'd be pretty good. I thought it'd be interesting.
Dang. All right. Well, how about we move to something else? It's a little more fun.
Okay.
Something that maybe could be a little more positive for you, Phil.
Let's get it.
I said I was gonna look up Letterboxd funny movie reviews, and we were gonna have Phil guess the movie review. Unfortunately, all of you guys over there at Letterboxd aren't funny. I couldn't find anything funny, at least. Please, someone send me.
Seriously.
Here's the thing: send me something my way if you find funny reviews. I would love to. My problem was I couldn't find funny reviews that wouldn't spoil what the movie was. You know, so I found a couple, and I was like, "This isn't working." So I went to Reddit.
Here we go.
And I looked up the same thing, the reviews thing. People still weren't funny. But then I was like, dude, I remember a trend that people liked, I think. Poorly described movie plots. And Reddit has so many of them.
Here we go.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 5.
All right.
We can do all of them. We don't have to do all of them. But this is what I want you to do. I will give you a hint if you ask. But your goal is to guess the movie based on the described plot.
Gotcha.
Okay? You guys play along at home. At some point, I would love to do written in. You guys write in poorly described movies.
Yes,
That'd
please.
be fun.
Yes, please.
But for now, here are your Reddit poorly described movie plots. Are you ready, Phil?
All right. And then
Are you ready?
Just to ask real quick,
Yeah.
these are current or just all time?
All time, but I'm not going too old.
Got you.
I think the oldest movie on here is like 2011.
Okay. All right.
Which I guess
should
is
get it.
old,
I should
but
get
like
it.
it's. I
I'm low-key
picked
nervous.
fairly popular movies.
Okay.
Okay, so this should work. Okay,
All right.
are you ready for the first one?
Let's get it.
This is from No Expression 7275. Thank you for your not submission. I stole this online. Dad watches his wife die and only son be disabled after a brutal attack at his front lawn. Years later, his son is then kidnapped. He travels many miles in search of his son with help of strangers he meets along the way.
Is this Finding Nemo?
This is Finding Nemo. Good job. You killed that.
was
Nice.
like-
That was
I
fast.
was
Good
like,
job.
wait, wife dead,
Yeah.
son disabled,
Wife dead, son disabled.
friends along the journey. I'm like, okay, this got to be Finding Nemo.
Yeah. All right.
That was a good one.
it's
Good
a
job.
One. Good one and easy. I was like, okay, he should get this. I kind of got worried when I saw your face. I was like, oh, does he not know? Do I have to give a hint? But that's fine. Here's another easy one.
All right.
A monk recruits a teenager to commit an act of terrorism. This is from The Nauseous Avenger. I'll read it again. A monk recruits a teenager to commit an act of terrorism.
An act of terrorism. Oh my goodness. Why does this? Oh man, a monk. Why does it sound like
Tyler
a
got
Karate
it.
Kid?
No.
Okay. An act of terrorism. A monk that recruits a teen?
You could argue that this is not an act of terrorism, but I saw there's actually, funny enough, in the comment section of this post, there was arguments about whether or not what was happening was an act of terrorism.
Okay, I'm interested to see what this movie is now. All right,
You
so
need a hint?
read it again. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
A monk recruits a teenager to commit an act of terrorism. Dude, Tyler knows it. I think he's mad. He's mad right now that you don't know this.
Yeah.
Dead wife, disabled son.
Yeah. Monk. I would like.
I can give you a hint. Oh,
Okay.
It's quite episodic.
It is quite episodic. That's what Tyler said. I don't know if it captured on the mic. So I'm saying
Episodic.
it is quite episodic.
Episodic.
Episodic. It might have other episodes.
Oh, this is a TV show?
This is. I won't say anymore.
A monk who recruits a teen to perform.
I'm gonna give
Some
you.
people, it may have been seen as an act of hope.
Dude, nice. To some people, this may have seen as an act of hope. I don't know if any of what he's saying is capturing on the mic, so I'm
Oh
gonna
my
just repeat it. These are all
gosh.
stolen from Tyler.
What?
This is a big franchise. This is a very big franchise.
It's a big franchise?
This is a very big franchise.
A monk.
Dude,
recruits
people
a
are going
teen.
insane at home right now.
Yeah, they are. I'm having brain farts right now.
So are you
bro.
giving up?
I'm gonna get one more guess in.
Go.
Monk recruits a teen to do.
That's crazy. This one I feel like is significantly easier than the Nemo one. But maybe because it's more broad, it like makes it a little harder.
That's why I'm thinking about a lot of different stuff, but
Shoot your shot.
I'm just having brain farts.
10 seconds. 10. 5. 4. 3.
I don't know, 2012.
Nope. This is Star Wars: A New Hope.
Okay.
A monk, Obi-Wan Kenobi, recruits
Yeah.
a teenager, Luke Skywalker, to commit an act of terrorism.
Okay. That was a good job
It's
by
a good
whoever
one,
wrote that.
right? That
The monk part confused me. a
really,
bit.
I feel like the monk part is what
the
kind of helps
monk
give it
part
away.
refused me. It refused.
You don't
It-
think
it
of the
confused me.
force wielders as monks? They wear robes.
Low key, yes. That is my fault. I
Dang.
apologize.
So much for your film podcast, am I right, you guys? All right,
Yeah.
next one. This one's a little more interesting. I don't know if you'll get this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's funny, though, so that's why I wrote it down. This is from David1258. David, thank you for writing in. You did not know I took this. Delusional war criminal has unhealthy obsession with Mexican immigrant and murders members of a shadowy organization while her friend realizes how much of a douchebag she is. I will give you a hint for this one. This one's hard. Do you want to read it again?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Delusional war criminal has unhealthy obsession with Mexican immigrant and murders members of a shadowy organization while her friend realizes how much of a douchebag she is. This is a Marvel movie.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, and then this is a female person obsessed
She
with
is.
a Mexican immigrant.
Yes. This is an
I should
MCU
know this.
movie.
It's an MCU movie.
Come on, Phil.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this should be easy. And then her friend realizes that she is a.
I will read again. Delusional war criminal has unhealthy obsession with Mexican immigrant and murders members of a shadowy organization, while her friend realizes how much of a douchebag she is.
And this is her movie.
I won't say that.
I mean, it has to be her movie.
It's not.
This is Black Widow.
Nope. It is not Black Widow. Phil, I will give you one more guess. This movie does have. This is technically an MCU franchise. There is multiple movies.
Multiple?
There are multiple movies of this character. Of what this character is. I need you to get the exact movie. Think about it.
There's multiple movies, and it's the same movie.
So it's referring to one of them, but there's multiple of this character. Like, there are multiple movies of this character.
Oh, they're in?
No.
Multiple
So, like,
movies?
the movie that this is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in the same way, it's not Spider-Man. So, I'll tell you this. There's Spider-Man, like, Homecoming, Far From No Home. There's also multiple of these kinds of movies.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's its own franchise. Technically. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10. 5.
I am going to
4,
go with,
3, 2.
I don't know. I'm going to
What?
say Guardians of the Galaxy.
No! You know what it is?
No.
Do you know what it is, Tyler? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Huh.
I will read it again.
Wow.
Delusional war criminal Scarlet Witch has unhealthy obsession with Mexican immigrant America Chavez and murders
Oh
members of a
my
shadowy
gosh.
organization, that being the Illuminati, while her friend, Doctor Strange, realizes how much of a douchebag she is.
Wow.
It's a good one, right? I was
That
really
was a
impressed by
very
that one.
good
I
one.
loved that one, so
Holy
I had to.
crap.
Here's another one.
I like that one.
You want me to? I have 2 more. You want me to do both?
Yeah.
Sick. I'm actually really happy. Okay, ready for this one. This one's easy. Trillionaire hires teenager to kill a disgruntled employee. This is from Dr. Rex Mormon. Trillionaire hires teenager to kill a disgruntled employee.
Why does it sound like Horrible Bosses?
It is not Horrible Bosses. I'm going to give you a hint.
Trillionaire. Yeah, I'll take the hint.
This is an MCU movie.
What is with...
They just have really good ones. I don't know. I wasn't even looking. Again, this was all movies, and like there wasn't that many, but they're just really good at this one.
Okay. Can you read that again?
Yes.
Sorry.
Trillionaire hires teenager to kill a disgruntled employee. Tyler, do you have it?
Maybe.
They use a specific word that I think is kind of a throw off, but it's funny.
I think it's going to be funny no matter what when we figure out what this is, but a trillionaire. So it's obviously, it's a Marvel movie.
Yes, MCU.
MCU movie. Okay. Trillionaire hires somebody.
This also being an MCU franchise, there are multiple of this movie.
Trillionaire hires
Teenager to kill a disgruntled employee.
a teenager to kill a person.
I'll give you 10 seconds. 10.
Holy crap. What the?
He's blanking. 10.
Yeah. A trillionaire.
5. 4. There's only a couple of trillionaires you can choose from the MCU. 2.
I mean, there's hella people who rich in the MCU,
1.
man.
Final guess?
I don't know, man. Iron Man 3.
No, but that was a close one. Captain America Civil War. Iron Man, the trillionaire, hires teenager Spider-Man to kill a disgruntled employee, Captain America.
All right, let's be for real.
He wasn't.
He wasn't hired to kill him.
But he kinda
He
was.
was not hired to kill him.
But he
was
kinda was.
hired to slow him down.
Okay. Are you ready for this last one?
But that was still a good one. I'll give you that.
Are you ready for this last one? This last one's funny.
Here we go.
Not MCU. So, guys, I'm interesting.
Mhm.
This is from Commander Jam 28. Some random hungry farmer leaves his kids for their whole lives just so he can go sightseeing with people he just met to find a place where he doesn't have to be so hungry anymore. That was a waste of time, so he just comes back to a effing tube to find his daughter dying. Great parenting, Dad. The literal definition of going to get the milk. Tyler got it immediately. I love this one. This one's so funny. No?
A farmer who leaves.
I can read it again. Do you want me to read it
travels
again?
With people he does. Yeah.
One hint.
Can you read it one more time?
I will read it one more time.
Yeah.
Some random hungry farmer leaves his kids for their whole lives just so he can go sightseeing with people he just met to find a place where he doesn't have to be so hungry anymore. That was a waste of time, so he just comes back to an effing tube to find his daughter dying. Great parenting, Dad. The literal definition of going to get the milk.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hint.
I will just say it again.
Okay, I'll go for a less obvious one. It is a movie that is probably on every other guy's top 4 on Letterboxd.
Yes. This is probably one of the most common Letterboxd top 4 movies. Someone say this is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I'm not gonna get this. I'm just gonna put out there.
This director has a very strong portfolio. The director that made this movie has a very strong portfolio.
I'm gonna throw out there just for the farmer part, just to do it. Interstellar.
You are correct, Phil.
Okay,
You got it
there we
right.
go.
Nice.
There we go.
That
All
one
right.
was really good.
I was like farmer.
Yeah.
Tube. Okay.
Think about it, right?
Interstellar.
Farmer, the dad, leaves to go to a different planet to find a better planet.
Uh-huh.
Everything goes bad. He realizes it was stupid. He comes back to his daughter dying.
Technically, it wasn't stupid though. Technically.
I mean, it did kind of end up being stupid. Right, technically.
But didn't his space travel and the way they went to that one world lead to them finding new civilization though? Because then they lived in that world where it was kind of like everything was not upside down, but
Oh, like that ship?
yeah.
But that I think that wasn't. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that was anything he did. I think that was his daughter.
But didn't they go close to the black hole or something that he was?
Yeah, but that was just that gave his daughter the
like.
glimpse. That gave him the glimpse into his daughter's life, so that he could hit the wall. So that tells her about some dementia thing. So that when she gets older, she's able to write the thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense, but it does
Yeah.
end up being kind of for nothing.
But didn't he get the? Because wasn't there also the thing where he got the data through the black hole and then it transmitted back to them to figure out travel to it?
I don't know. But anyways,
Maybe I'm tripping. But
It,
anyways,
you're
good job,
probably
bro.
right. Anyways, I thought that one was a funny one. Good job, Commander Jam. I think David 1258, the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness one.
That one
killed
was
it.
good.
That one is
was really
so
good.
funny. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed that. Did you like that, Phil?
That was really fun.
That was fun.
We should do more.
I
of
will
this.
find more. If we
I'm
ever have a
gonna
dead week,
find
I
more,
will
too.
find more. I freaking love doing this. It is. I was so excited, and I almost forgot to do it, and it kind of worked out perfectly. Now, Phil, we're gonna move on.
Do we want to?
I mean, there's nothing really else. I don't really have any other
Okay.
movies there. So
I was just checking.
I had all 5. I'll get more next time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Phil, let's move on to a review. Recently, one of the biggest movies of all time came out this year. All right. But recently, this weekend, it got released in American theaters in English dub. Phil, me and Phil watched Neja 2. I watched it on Friday night with some friends. Phil, you watched it, I'm assuming, with friends on Sunday night.
I
right?
watched it with one friend on Sunday.
Phil, take it away. I want you to do your review first.
All right. I'm going to do spoiler-free first
Oh,
off.
100% spoiler.
I'm going to give my score, and Izzy's going to give his score just to start it off.
Oh, yeah. We will let you
gave-
know when you go to spoilers. Sorry. We will let you know.
I gave this movie an 8 out of 10. I loved it.
Okay.
I thought that was probably, this movie right here was probably the best animated movie we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to say long time. In a long time.
Maybe maybe even better than Across the Spider-Verse level
Yes.
production.
I am willing to put it up
Holy
there.
crap, yeah.
I'm willing to even think about putting it over that. That animation was incredible. And the story was very emotional too that I really enjoyed. But
was quite.
The fights were insane. I've never seen fights like that. And there are a couple fights I want to talk with you where I'm like, ooh. Yeah. But I'm going to leave it there. What was your score and what was your quick spoiler-free review?
All right, Phil. I watched Ninja 2. Mm-hmm. This is a 9 out of 10. But this isn't just any 9 out of 10. Mm-hmm. This is the closest I can get to a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to push my luck here. All right? I can't keep giving out 10 out of 10s. You know, we are very careful. This was 100% a 9 out of 10 for me. I have never seen what I would call a slow burn animated movie. I don't think before in my life. This movie is pretty slow in the best way possible. This movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it freaking builds on itself, and it just gets better and better and better and better and better, and it just keeps going nonstop. Here's my one flaw. I will say, I don't think the dubbing was that great. I looked up some clip. I think it was good. It was fine. I looked up some clips of the Chinese voice acting. Damn, I wish I watched it in freaking Chinese, dude. And I'm so good with that. I usually will watch things in their standard language. Actually, that's a lie. That's a complete lie. I just straight up lied to the camera. That's not true. But usually I'll be like, yeah, you know what? This would just be better in Chinese or Japanese or whatever. So I'll listen to it in standard language. This I kind of wish I did. Because the dubbing, the mouthing was off, which I should have expected going in. I don't know why it didn't. But also, I don't think the voice acting was that great until later, until the final fight. It just like rips. But we'll talk about that more later. Phil, this movie was straight up incredible. I had so much fun in the theater with my friends. We were like geeking, jumping up and down, like not actually, but we were having freaking a grand old time. And this will be one of those movie experiences that I won't forget. And this will 100% be when we do our like top 10 projects of the year. This will 100% be there. I was so surprised. Even after hearing how great it was, I was still floored by how incredible this movie was. The choreography and the fights were great. The visuals were incredible. The story I thought was actually very strong. Even if I had to play a little bit of catch up because I never watched the first one, I was playing a little bit of catch up in the beginning. Even still, I was able to get hooked in by the end, and I was so locked in, dude. So freaking locked in. Incredible movie. Phil, I want to talk about spoilers, but I'm pretty sure. Oh no, we don't have to do our annual cut. We're fine, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, yay.
There we go.
Phil, I want to do spoilers. Let's go straight into spoilers.
Got you.
There's a couple fights I want to talk about first, okay? I want to talk about the second trial fight first. The one where he fights the lightning guy.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
Oh!
Holy crap. Because can I be honest with you? I actually wasn't expecting a cool fight.
What?
More so like when they get into that area. I just wasn't expecting anything crazy.
Okay.
You know, and then it started going, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it goes more, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, hold up, what are we doing? It got so insane, and I was just geeking from the special effects, the hand-to-hand stuff, bro. When they're bouncing on the little, like,
the bamboo sticks.
Holy crap, dude. Like, it just had so much vision. The choreography was, like, freaking perfect. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so freaking sick.
These sound effects in that fight.
The sound design for this movie is
the
so
sound
good.
design too.
Oh my gosh,
bro, that fight! I literally thought I was watching because there are some games that like have lightning sounds that sound really good, but Mortal Kombat with what's his name, Raiden.
Yes.
I was getting vibes of Raiden with this fight.
Yeah.
Every time the dude would power up and be like, vroom, or something like that, I'm like, oh, Neja, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. You probably gonna get beat. Or actually, not Neja.
Albing.
Bro, I was like, you might be in trouble. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like you can fight, but this guy looks like he can really fight. And boy, did that man move like the Flash.
Yeah, dude.
That man moved. And then when he started, was it Neja? Yeah, when or Al Bing, when he froze the like water, because he figured out what he was doing. Like he was traveling through the water.
Electricity, so he froze the water.
Bro,
so
that guy, that was so cool. But then there were so many times he was slamming Al Bing, and he was throwing him against stuff, and he was kicking him. And even when they were fighting on the bamboo sticks, I was like, yes. Like, there were so many times, like, because low-key, DreamWorks, the Kung Fu Panda fights, I really liked those fights in the first one. And it was giving me vibes of that, but this was, like, 10 times better.
Yeah.
10 times better. But, like, I love that fight. And even when it got a little bit more serious, when you're finding out, like, the demon hunters or whatever.
Yeah.
Why they're doing what they're doing.
Freaking lame, dude. I hated that
guy.
Yeah,
they were getting me angry, bro. But that fight was insane. The beginning fight, when you see how like his parents can throw down, I was like, dang.
Yeah, dude.
One thing that low-key threw me off though in the beginning of the movie, I did not know his parents could fly.
Oh yeah, so I
didn't know his parents could fly.
Oh yeah, in Chinese myth, this is just a thing that people can learn how to do.
I was like me and my friend at first, because I've seen the first one. The first one is really good. That's why I appreciated the second one, because the animation's 10 times better. But I never saw his parents one time fly. I've seen his parents take shots, this and that. I never saw them fly. So I was like, are they super powered too? Are they like demigods? Like, what is going on? Because when I thought they jumped super far, I was like, oh, they can Hulk jump. I could see that. But then when they stayed up in the sky, even when they stopped, they were just like talking. I was like,
Yeah, dude, that opening fight was sick.
are his parents Kryptonians?
Bro, his parents can throw down, dude.
Bro.
They freaking, the way they were like spinning and freaking fighting that octopus thing. And
Yes.
I was like, what the
Bro,
heck?
that
And his mom-
octopus fight between him and his mom was
Yeah,
so tough.
Holy crap.
Was so tough.
I know. I was like sitting there, I'm like, all right, I'm in. Like, this is really cool. But it wasn't until like that lightning fight,
Yeah.
where I was like, holy crap. Before I do want to talk about the final fight a little later, but there's a scene
There is a
in the
fight I
first
really wanna talk
trial.
about.
In the first trial, there's a scene that had me and my friends freaking crying laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It's and I don't think this movie's like super funny, but this one part was so funny. It's, you know, like all the little like I don't know what they are, beavers, I guess they look like beavers.
Yes, or
those
the groundhogs.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
The groundhogs. When they're all like running around and they like see Al Bing like punch the guy in the face and they're like do the freeze thing and it goes in the guy's face.
Yeah.
And you're expecting like a you know, like, and like the freaking like always TV thing. Dude, the way his scream just sounded like some man. I laughed. So I wasn't expecting it. It like scared me. He like goes, put away. Ah! I was like, what? I was like, what the heck? I started laughing so hard. And then they do it again later.
Yep.
But during like that section when they're fighting, I was like giggling thinking about it. Like I'm just like, dude, that was so freaking funny. But holy crap, yeah, that regardless, let's go back on track. The freaking there's other fight with I had his name up and I lost it. Oh no, where'd it go?
Before I mention my fight, I
Go
wanna hear which fight.
here. No, you mentioned your fight
You
because
know
I'm
what?
looking.
Yeah. Okay. There was one fight that me and my friend looked at each other and said that probably was my favorite fight of all time. And it was the fight when Neja lost his spear and Al Bing and the other general, the dragon general, started fighting with their
the
feet.
spear. Yes.
with the
Oh my
spear.
gosh. Yes. Okay. I was
What
really
in
gonna
the
bring that up.
heck? How did you animate that?
Yeah, holy
How?
crap.
How did you think of that? That was the
good.
coolest fight scene I've ever seen. Like they're like they have swords, or like he has his ice lollipop things or whatever, and he has his swords and they're just stuck there. Next thing you know, Neja's spear flies up and then Brody catches it and he's like, oh, here you go. And then Brody's like, you don't think I can fight? Wait a minute. They're like playing like footsie with the stinking spear. But it's like, bro, the hits that they're like getting on each other with that spear, I was like, wait, I literally got up in my seat. I was like, yo, they hitting each other. They ain't just like throwing the spear. They using their legs and literally like, and he throws it up. No, that's my homie spear. Come over here. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're still going in the speed of how like much they were moving the spear and how much they were flipping it, doing. I need to watch that fight again.
I want to watch.
I need to. I'm
I
gonna watch
can't wait
that
for
fight.
like it to go on streaming somewhere so that I can get all the clips in HD. I'm just like, I need to like freaking watch these clips. I want to talk about the scene with Shen Gung Bao when there's a shot of him. You know how he had like that big whip thing? That
Yes.
so when he jumps up and he goes to attack dude, that entire section is just super sick too. He was an awesome character, by the way.
Yeah.
I loved him because, again, didn't watch the first one. I don't know what he's about.
He was a
but
interesting character.
is he a villain in the first movie? I'm assuming.
He's an antagonist.
Yes, an
He's
antagonist. He's not the villain. Because the way I was expecting him to sort of be the like villain of this movie, and then yeah, we're in complete spoilers.
Spoiler.
The way it completely like switches up, and you
Yes.
realize like again, I was like, oh, I could have predicted that. Like that didn't surprise me, but it's what comes into fruition after where I'm like, oh, dude, I really like what they did with Shen Gung Bao because I really thought he was just gonna be straight up a bad dude.
Yes.
And he wasn't. Like he was very much a redeemed character who was just kind of looking out for his family.
Yes.
You know, like sure he's a little selfish. Sure he wants this that, but once his family got involved, he was immediately like, no, dude.
Yes.
But the scene when Neja goes back to his home and everything's just destroyed. Visually, it looked sick. Visually, it's so cool. But, man, his parents being gone for a second was rough.
That hit me.
And it wasn't until later, I do this annual cut. So we're going to do this annual cut really fast. Okay. I was saying. Yes, that scene visually in the city with all the firebring was so sick looking. And like the brief like stuff with his parents was really cool. For me though, the scene that hit insanely hard was the scene at the end when they were in that cauldron and Neja has like all like the needle things through him, and they're like stuck and they can't move. And freaking his mom like goes up and like hugs him. He's like, no, like don't. Like, it's gonna hurt you. He's like, no, I don't care. Like, I just want, like this last moment, and she freaking dies,
bro.
And that was the first time where I was like sitting there like, nah, bro. Like, if I watched the first one, I would have been in tears. This case, I was like holding it back. I'm like, bro, nah, you can't be doing this right now. That was rough.
Yes,
that was so rough. But the scene was so visually awesome. But the scene then when he's like, and he rips his entire body off. Everything goes to pieces just for him to get the sickest form on planet. It was such a sick final form.
Yes.
And also, the new voice actor was ripping, bro. I don't know. That guy has an all of maybe 4 lines. One of them was super corny at the end. But the other ones, I'm like, bro, this guy, where were you the whole time? No shade to the voice actress. She did great. I actually think it was hard for me to adjust to her voice. Her name is Crystal Lee, I'm pretty sure. I can tell you right now. Regardless, I was really like not super into the voice acting in the beginning. With the mouthing being off, with it just sort of not sounding right to the voice. It was weird at first, but it wasn't until near the end of the movie where I'm like, oh, never mind, dude. She's cooking right now. That scene with her mom was so powerful, and her voice acting when she starts crying and talking all the dialogue, whatever, was so damn good.
Oh, my goodness.
So damn good. All just for an insane final fight where they're together, Ao Bing in his dragon form and freaking Neja in like his like true form, whatever.
Yes.
And they're going to town on the punching, whatever. But there's one scene. There's one scene in particular that literally I couldn't stop talking about with my friends when we walked out. The final punch when he like and he like goes for it. Did you notice the animation switch?
Yes.
Okay,
bro, that's when I knew. I'm like, this is definitely top 2 at least of best animated movies of all time.
Screamed.
That was crazy.
Like, I literally was like, what am I watching? Why did it do that? It didn't even do that at all, but it did. And
it was so cool.
It was the sickest thing ever, dude.
That switch was insane.
And it was so. I don't actually, really enough. I don't think it was smooth because I noticed it immediately. But regardless, it was so worth the weight of that punch. Where I was just like, what the heck, dude? It was insane.
Yeah.
It was so freaking awesome. I can't wait for the third one. That Great War is gonna be peak, dude.
Oh my gosh, man! Like, sadly, we're gonna have to wait 5 years for it, but I'm totally fine because do whatever animation you did for Neja 2 again. I don't care if you can make it even better. Do it. Take as much time as you want. Like, but bro,
dude, I'm flying out to China to watch this movie.
I low key would not be against that because the fact that China alone got that movie $1.8 billion in the box office. I want to be in a theater and see how crazy it is, bro.
Massive market, bro. Freaking China's an insane market. That's why MCU will cut out things China doesn't agree with so that they can get that money. Bro. Yeah. That
was insane. It in total made $2.1 billion as I checked it today in the box office, which is nuts. But I also want to talk about this. So maybe we saw it coming. Maybe you saw it coming. I kind of didn't see it coming. But the twist of, what's his name? Shang Bao not actually being the one who burned down the village or initiated it. It was actually the big
I actually didn't expect that at all.
I didn't expect it.
I thought maybe it was like, oh, burn down the village, everyone's fine. Maybe after the fact, when they're like, I'm like, oh no, like, holy crap.
I want to talk about that scene because I just love the fact that Neja's parents invited Bao to eat because he's doing some nice stuff for them. They're eating, they're having a good time.
Oh, and the dialogue's good too.
The dialogue is very good.
Like what the dad kept saying about like what kindness means, and
yes,
that was really good.
And then his brother comes back. Brother, I learned
how to shapeshift. Or is that later? That was beforehand.
Yeah, he comes back. He's all bloodied up.
Yeah.
Tells his brother that his dad lost his arm. and then he dies, and then Shangum Bao is just angry. He's just like livid. And then this is when I knew this movie was different. So I love the editing they did for that scene.
They do such a good
They
job
made
of
it seem like he is the one who initiated the lava going over the village, killing everybody. And also, I did not expect everybody in the village to die. I liked the people in the village. The fact that little boy with his little sister and his mom were the people who were in that lava, like their bodies were the ones
really
that were
good.
that
Really
was
well done, dude.
that wrecked me. That actually did wreck me.
Because the final scene, again, I didn't watch the first one. The scene before when Neja leaves, like they kind of like show like being like, yeah, we love you, like
Exactly.
really connected with them.
Exactly.
When they've died brutally, bro.
That wrecked me because it wasn't just like, oh, they all got like shot. They melted.
Yeah.
They literally melted and they were ash, and I was like, oh my gosh. But then when you find out that it wasn't Shen Gumbao who ordered that, he was the one who realized who did it, and then it was the big baby looking dude, old man who initiated it. I was like, you're evil, man. You're evil. And then he planned that whole thing. I was like, this is way more emotional than I thought. Like, these people are evil.
Yeah,
that is how you make a bad guy. That is a bad guy right there. But I just appreciated that because they made the whole audience think Shen Gumbao just went nuts and we're about to see the craziest fight between Neja and Shen Gumbao. But no, it's actually, he tried to help the villagers. He got the parents out of there before the lava went crazy. Like, when he grabbed all of them and went, no, we gotta go. I was like, oh, he realized it. I was like, oh, that's so sick.
So well done, dude.
But bro,
you're right. The editing was
a good.
They do a great job of making you still think it's Shen Gumbao, and then
that was a good choice.
Did you stay for the post-credit scene?
Yes, that was incredibly funny.
My question: those were Neja's brothers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted verification on that because me and friends were like, yeah, that wasn't it? Like, I think that was.
I didn't see him in the first movie, but I believe that was because they did have the same clothing when he met with them. Oh, another thing. That scene when he was supposed to meet his brothers.
Yes,
it was one,
really
emotional,
good.
but two, visually stunning. Visually stunning. That was incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. That's animation.
I love that scene so much when he's like really insecure about talking to his brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I actually like a lot of the commentary on like insecurities and the way you view yourself, things like that. Like, it's so well done because I like that Al Bing's like the exact opposite of Neja, where he's he like objectively looks the way like he like should look as a prince.
Yeah.
Compared to Neja, who's a demon and like has all like baggy eyes and like is super like short and everything.
And
like,
they talked about it too.
and they really get into that. What is kind of funny is the fact that he gets a final form and it like looks significantly better. That I'm like, you kind of take out like the entire like that insecurity part. Maybe it's supposed to just be a commentary on puberty. Like, I don't know, maybe, but regardless, that's not really me being a criticism. Just kind of like an interesting. Like, I'd like to hear other people's like take on that. What I do want to ask, and it's I'm throwing a little shade, not at you, but at Disney. So this animation style, it's different, but like it's definitely like that classic 3D animation that I feel like Pixar, Disney, like kind of like set up, right, like that, but like looks insanely better.
Yes.
So what's going on? You know?
Yes.
Like no shade.
Yes. No. Yes. Shade.
Respect to what everyone's doing. Here's the thing: is I think they are doing something different, and I think that's why it looks so much better. Disney, why haven't you tried making like a big long form story like this with like insane animation? Why aren't you trying in a Into the Spider-Verse, a Neja type story where you're like building over like a course of a trilogy and it's like this like big epic? Why haven't they? I'm not wrong, right? They have never done that before.
I think they've had good animated movies.
Yes,
but
that's not even a question.
Like,
I'm not even arguing that. Yeah.
Here's the problem. I think that other studios are just getting better.
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you guys haven't seen it, talked about the Bad Guys too. Love the animation. DreamWorks is changing their animation style. It's getting better. Sony Pictures Animated is getting better. K-Pop Demon Hunters, Spider-Verse.
Best movie of the year.
Now we got this movie looking way better than anything. And I think they used a style that still was like Disney, but the difference is they went way more into it. Yeah, they had 2 hours and 20 minutes of
that's exactly
probably
what
more
I was
content.
saying.
But
like DreamWorks, like it's like a different art style. Sony, it's a different art style. Like Neja's probably the closest thing to like a Disney art style, and they freaking murder them.
Yeah.
Like, they floor them.
Yeah.
There's a couple movies that I think are visually, like, really pretty in terms of, like, the art. Like, I think of Soul a lot of the time.
Yes.
Kind of like the,
yes.
Like the,
Soul looked
spirit world or
insane. It looked
whatever.
so real.
Yes, but even, like, the spirit world's, like, designs, like, how wacky all the, like, drawings. I love stuff like that. Like, I like that Disney's not afraid of being unique with their art. But why aren't we getting these grand epics with insane set piece type movies? Right? Like, I don't think they've done that before or recently. They haven't done that recently. That's not even a question.
Maybe. I just think that it's like either they're meeting time slots, they're meeting deadlines, or it's that because Neja 2, I believe this movie took a long time to make.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just that they put more time into really diving into this art style because when I'm watching it, when I first started it, like, yes, it looked way better than the first one, but I was thinking like, oh, this kind of looks like a Pixar movie. But the reason why it looks insanely better is because one, we have more time with it. And two, the fights and the motion and everything in it just look way more detailed, way more like worked on. The coloring is really good. Obviously the lighting is really good for different things, but it just looks better because we have more time with it. With Disney, I feel like it's that they can get to that, but also they have to rush. They have to like
meet deadlines.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be for real. I let me see when Neja 1 came out because
2019.
This movie is significantly way better animated than the first one. 2019.
Yeah.
So 6 years.
Yeah.
Took them 6 years to make this, and it looks insane. But
Yeah.
they had way more time with it.
Yeah, but like, look, dude, Disney has
That's
a lot
what
of
I'm
money.
thinking.
Disney has a lot of money, and like, but why not? I guess it's 2019. It's a massive jump, and this is easier said than done. But why not try and open a studio that's pushing art in the way that like these newer studios are doing? I think Disney needs to keep up. I think they're falling way behind from a writing perspective, from a art perspective. I think art they do some like unique things, and I'll mainly credit Pixar for that.
Yes.
But I still think that they're falling behind. Dude,
I think they're stuck.
You name them. DreamWorks has found its style and it's killing it. Sony Pictures found its style and it's killing it.
Yeah.
The Neja team, they're killing it. Like
Bro.
Disney I think is slowly like, where do they fit into this now? Because you ask us 15 years ago and we'd say Disney, Pixar, they floor DreamWorks.
Yes.
You know? Like, sure, there'd be an argument, but like, come on. It's classic Pixar, you know? Now,
It's
like,
not
come
there.
on. It's not even a conversation.
It's not there. I can't think of, like, there have been a couple of Disney animated movies that came out. What is one where you're like, oh, that was on the level of, or close to K-pop Demon Hunters Neja 2, or...
The last time, I've probably never. Like, I probably never.
Too.
Like, Wall-E?
Whoa.
I don't know. Like,
That's a
are you
long
asking
time
from
ago.
an animation perspective or from a movie perspective?
I want to ask on animation and story. I want to do both
From
because...
an animation perspective, probably, like, I think Soul is beautiful. I think Soul is beautiful looking.
I'll give
I
you
don't
that.
love that movie. But I think animation-wise, it's freaking gorgeous.
I'll give you that.
Story, though? I don't know. I don't... Like, K-pop Demon Hunters isn't a super deep story. Neja 2 is an insane story. But even still, I resonate with K-pop Demon Hunters more than I've resonated with anything Disney's done in 10-plus years.
That's what I'm getting at. I think that they're just stuck.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like, I know the next thing, and I believe Hoppers is with Pixar, but I still count
That looks
Pixar
funny.
as Disney. But, like, I think they need to take it another level. Because I think that's what all these other studios did. They knew, because DreamWorks was the one that was competing with Disney because you had Shrek, you had Puss in Boots, you had all this other stuff, and the stories were deep. That's why I think they can compete. But now, I think that Disney has been like, okay, like we Disney, animation is our thing. We'll always have the kids in theaters, but the new stuff that's coming out looks better.
And now they
The new
don't
stuff
have
that's coming
kids in
out.
theaters because freaking no one's taking their kids to watch Disney, except Lilo and Stitch remake.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, they're taking them to watch remakes. I'm curious to see how Zootopia 2 does.
Yeah.
Like, Inside Out 2 made a lot of money, too.
Inside
but,
Out
like,
2.
things like that, like, sure, like, your sequels are going to make a lot of money. I think at some point that will stop. And I think people would argue, like, no, sequels will always, like, make money. That's why we need to make new IP because we need more creative ideas, whatever. I actually think, creatively, like, sequels can only go so far. think at some point you need new things. And I think Disney's lacking in new things. I don't think they have anything like that has like staying value. Think about it like K-pop Demon Hunters, right? K-pop Demon Hunters just became the most watched Netflix movie of all time.
That is insane, by the way.
It's like 256 million views or whatever. It made 20 million when they brought it to theaters. Freaking 2 months after the movie came out.
Yes, that is amazing, by the way.
Disney's not doing that, bro.
They need the update.
They need the update. I think they genuinely need the update. I think it's unfortunate, and I want to see. Look, I want to see everyone succeed. I want to see competition.
Yeah.
And right now, dude, if we're like scaling them, Disney's down here, bro. They are nowhere near. Like even if we're looking at sales or whatever, because I imagine Inside Out 2, Zootopia 2 will still make so much money.
Yeah.
Even still, I will walk out of the movie and say, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was maybe great. I will never say, oh, this is one of the best movies this year.
Yeah.
Oh, this is freaking like an all-timer.
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't done that in so long.
Yep.
And how is it that this year, Neja 2 and K-pop Demon Hunters alone, I can make that argument?
Come on.
You know? Like,
Come on.
It's so unfortunate. And I hate being the guy that compares everything to like, be like, well, I wish it was like this, you know? But like the truth is, like, when you used to be something and now the competition's significantly better than you, it's like, well, we have to start asking questions on why that's the case.
Yeah.
You know? And I think they need to step up. Needless to say, Neja 2 is freaking so good. I want to watch it again. I'm going to watch the first one. I don't know when. I'm hoping I get time.
It's out on Netflix.
I know.
Just let you know.
I know. I was talking to a coworker and I was like, I need to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Is there a dub? I'm probably going to watch it in Chinese.
There's a dub.
I'm probably watch it in Chinese.
There's a dub.
But, yes. Anyways, Neja 2 is incredible. I think everyone should go watch it. I think, like, even if you think, like, the dubbing's weird, or you're not even, like, I know some people that are just, like, not with, like other, like international films because of, like, the language barrier.
Yes.
Or, like,
there's a lot.
Culture barrier. I don't know. I know people don't care for stuff like that. You are missing out if you're not watching this movie. I walked out of this movie, and I told my little brother, I'm like, dude, you freak, because we were supposed to go together. He didn't want to go anymore. I refunded his ticket, bought a ticket, and I was like, all right, that's fine.
You missed out, buddy.
I literally told him, I came home, I'm like, dude, you actually just missed out so hard. I feel bad for you that you didn't watch this with me. But
I need to see people's reactions to that spear fight. I'm sorry. I need to see it because that's got to be my favorite fight of all time. That was
insane.
unbelievable.
What a movie. Anyways, that's all I have to say on Neja. It's peak. I loved it. I think there's a chance it'll be higher on my list. Right now it's sitting at number 5. Just under Superman, Thunderbolts, Sinners, and K-pop Demon Hunters. Look, objectively, I think Neja 2 might be a better movie than K-pop Demon Hunters. I just freaking love K-pop Demon Hunters, so that'll always stay at number 1.
Neja 2 was really deep also.
Yeah.
It really was. But you guys need to go check it out while it is in theaters right now. I don't know for how long, but please go check it out. And I need to hear your reactions to those fights.
Put it in the comments, please.
I really do.
I'm so curious. Now, let's move on to a complete switch. And we have to move a little faster because we've been talking. We yapped probably for like 40 minutes about.
I knew we were going to yap.
Yeah. So, me and Phil watched Alien Earth. We caught up. Episodes 1 through 4. Episodes releasing every Tuesday. Phil, give me. Wait, how many episodes are there supposed to be? 10? 8. Okay, Phil. Halfway through the season. Give me your. We won't give scores. But give me your take. What do you think?
So far, I really do like this show.
Yeah.
I can't say that I am a true Alien fan because I've been hearing a lot of the complaints for this show, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'm going to focus on my take on it. I really like this show. I really like because I want to say it's like a retro space type of vibe because it feels like we're watching, like, have you ever seen space movies from like the 80s or like mid 80s or 90s? It's kind of giving me that vibe of it, and I like that. And also I like the story of these synthetic kids. I kind of like it. But I think there is a creepy aspect to it that isn't up to Romulus yet, but is still like hooking me, because I think that the aliens are there, but they're not the creepy part of this show. That's what's really drawing me in. And I think that is one reason why everybody's mad about it, but I'm fully interested in it.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I actually really like it.
Mm,
I was
okay.
watching it. I watched the first episode and I was low key a little dreading it. Even though I
Oh.
said I was excited for it, I just like kind of wasn't in the mood to catch up. I was like, ugh, like I guess. And then I watched the first episode. I was like, all right, like,
Yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I'm not a big fan. Episode 2, on the other hand, freaking sold me so hard. And then episodes 3 and 4 just like continued the plot, made it more interesting. I have a couple gripes. I'm not super with Boy Genius. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the performance and like what the character is supposed to be.
You're talking about Boy Cavalier?
I'm just not fully into it. Yeah, like the owner of the big company.
Boy Cavalier.
I just they call him Boy Genius. That's why like it just made sense. I just like I don't know how I feel about him. He's fine. I'm not super hooked on his character. I actually agree. I'm way more interested in the synthetic kids.
Yes.
That storyline is so interesting, and I wasn't expecting it to go there. They're doing this stuff with the main girl. I forgot her name. I don't remember her name.
Wendy.
I don't remember. I don't know any of their names, so you're gonna have to just hit.
I
me
got
with
you.
them. Wendy. I'm really interested to see what she's doing with her connection with the aliens. I'm so curious.
Yes.
It's really cool. The Indian guy, what's his name?
Slightly.
I love his storyline with the others.
The cyborg who is Moro, I believe.
I love that dude. That guy is sick. I'm so curious where that's going.
Yes.
And then there's another girl.
Oh yeah, you talking about Curly?
Maybe.
The woman who are you talking about? The one who's trying to compete with Wendy? Or are you talking about the
I
one
like her
who?
and I like the pregnant one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part really
See,
like messed me up.
What
Kinda.
I'm loving about this show so much is every kid seems like they have something to do with like the plot. Like each one is doing something interesting.
Yeah.
Or when the camera cuts to Wendy, it's like, oh, what's going on here? When it cuts to Slightly, I'm like, all right, I'm locked in. You know, it's probably my favorite part. And then like with all the other characters, like they're weird, they're interesting. It's like kind of creepy, you know?
Exactly.
I'm so in. And I wasn't expecting the show to do this to me. I'm excited for next Tuesday. I'm really curious to see how the show ends. Honestly, personally, I can see this show not sticking the landing at the end of the first season, but I can also see it sticking the landing. I don't know. I'm kind of like
50-50.
Yeah, 50-50. I don't know how this is going to go because I think the main plot isn't clear to me. I'm kind of confused on where the direction of the rest of the season is going to go. But I think once it reveals itself, there's a strong chance I'll be really into it. There's a strong chance I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
But right now I'm interested in all the characters and I'm locked in and it's been a great watch and I'm really enjoying it.
I'm just really excited to see what the development with these synthetic kids are because that's the thing that's really like you said, that's really drawing me in because I feel bad for these kids.
Oh yeah, dude,
I feel
it's
bad
rough,
for them.
bro.
Like, and that's why I'm like kind of confused on how people don't like it because they're saying the main complaint is the kids, but I'm like, you guys do realize these are kids that their minds are going into synthetic.
I think the acting comes off as weird. That's why.
I don't-
Because these grown adults are acting as kids, it like comes off like kind of weird. I see that like it comes off a little cringe. I also think it's a little funny.
I think
like
it's
that's why I'm like
what
kind
would
of there.
happen if a kid went into an adult
like
body.
100% makes sense. I think it just doesn't play well on screen.
Yeah.
I like it though. It doesn't bug me.
I like it.
At worst, I think it's funny. At best, I'm like, oh, I'm fully invested in what weird stuff's going on in these kids' brains. But the show's good, dude. And I mean, not even to mention the horror stuff is actually good.
Yeah.
Like the alien stuff, the alien designs are really well done. When freaking Mr. Xenomorph is freaking running around like this
Oh,
and he
man.
murders all the people on like that Renaissance party.
Oh,
That
my
was sick.
gosh.
Like those moments, dude, are just what's holding me onto the show so strongly. And I'm so locked in for the rest of the season. And I imagine we'll do weekly episodes, but I won't give a score until it's all done.
Yeah.
And we'll do like a full in-depth thing. So I don't want to get too in-depth right now. But the last thing I will say before I'll give it to you, the intro's really good.
Yes.
Dude, the
I
intro's
like
so
it.
good.
I like
Because
it.
it's not like the HBO where it's like slow build up to the logo. They do the slow build up to the logo, but also give you the recap of the show. And also little teases to what's going to happen later. And I think that's so cool. And I've never seen a show do that before.
Yeah.
I've seen the previously on Alien Earth.
On
It's like-
iCarly.
yeah, and it's just like whatever. But now they like wove it together and it's creepy and it's the music hits and I don't know. I'm really into the opening.
You know what I also like? I like the fade transitions that they keep doing.
Yeah.
Like the little fades of one character looking off into something and then it goes to the next thing. Like that conversation between Morrow and Slightly when it both had them fading in and out because they were both talking to each other telepathically kind of, but he just synced himself to him and you know. But I thought that was really cool. because it felt like a dream sequence. It feels like all of them are in a dream sequence, because I also like the fact that these kids are named after the Lost Boys from Peter Pan, or just characters from Peter Pan, because that's the show or the movie that was shown to them when they were kids transitioning to the synthetic body. And I just love that, because they're almost living a dream, but it's not. It's slowly turning into a nightmare. That's what it seems like to me. And then the fact that these kids are dealing with different things that are scary to them, because I love their reactions when they're just like, we're going out, like to the world, combat, like, what? And then they're like in the ship, and Wendy's the only person who's like ready, because she's the most mature one out of them in that situation. And everybody's just like fooling around, being all silly, because I'm like, well, what do you expect kids to do when they're like in a spaceship going for a long, or a ship just going for a long time? They're gonna be silly, like, especially if they have bodies that they know can't die, do this, do that. They're gonna do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah.
Like, you basically told them they're immortal. What do you think kids are gonna do when they're told they're immortal? 100%. But I really, the scene that really creeped me the heck out was, you know, the eyeball alien, when it latched itself to that lamb or sheep.
Oh yeah,
that was so creepy.
So good.
And it was keep me locked in, because then when what was his name? He's one of my favorite characters from The Mandalorian. Timothy Oliphant as Kirsch. When he's like, it's intelligent.
Yeah, it's intelligent.
And the lamb isn't even buying no more. He's just looking at him. I'm like,
look at him. Yeah.
Bro, something bad is gonna like really happen in that. It's something really bad, and it's gonna have to do with both the kids, the synthetics, and even Boy Cavalier. I think Boy Cavalier is gonna turn himself into an alien. I think he is. I think he's gonna turn himself into an alien.
I can see that.
I think it's gonna be an alien Romulus thing, and he's gonna turn himself into one of those.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say on Alien Earth?
No, I just really like it so far.
We'll do a full in-depth thing when the show's done. It'll end in a few weeks, so we'll do a full in-depth thing. But now, let's move on to another thing that we won't get super in-depth on, because it's only one episode. I will make peace, even if I have to kill every man, woman, and child to get it. Phil, Peacemaker's back. My favorite superhero show, probably ever, I think. Nope, that's a lie. My favorite live actions. Nope, that's a lie. I love Peacemaker so much, though. Peacemaker means a lot to me, because not only do I love James Gunn's Suicide Squad, I always say it's top 3 comic movies of all time. Peacemaker is just another thing that James Gunn is like made that's excellent. It's so funny. It like has great characters, and like John Cena, dude. John Cena can freaking.
I love
it
John
showed
Cena.
me that John Cena can act. John Cena can freaking act. And season 2, dude, episode 1 impressed me. Purely because the way it was able to weave itself into the DC universe like effortlessly, like it was perfect. It just kind of worked, and like I was like, all right, like I'm locked in for it, whatever. But like the twists and turns this episode took, we'll go full spoilers. I was like, dude, holy crap! Like this show, like it wasn't just lightning in a bottle. Like no, we're gonna be here for another banger, I think, and I'm seated for it. I'm seated for it. Phil, what did you think of Peacemaker season 2, episode 1?
I was debating for a second how I feel about the whole thing that Snyder fans are arguing about, the transition from the Zack Snyder's Justice League to the new Justice League. I was debating on it, but
why?
Honestly, it's whatever. Yeah. It's whatever.
Who cares?
Like
they suck.
It's a basic way to do it, and honestly, I didn't have too many gripes with it. I think the only thing was I was trying to understand how to explain to somebody else that what happened in season 1 changed, but I could just be like, it's different characters. Time stream
the
change.
DC universe is under good direction now. That's what happened.
Yeah. But anyways, going into Peacemaker season 2, I liked it. I think the only scene that really bothered me was the whole orgy party whatever scene. That was the only thing.
Funny.
That was the only thing.
Dude, I was laughing. I was sitting there like, what's going on? What's going on?
Like it's not a huge thing because it was a section of the episode, so it's kind of like whatever. But it was like I don't need to see a lot of that, like a lot of it. I feel like it extended for too long, but it's whatever because it's only going to be maybe a one-time thing.
Yeah, but it felt purposeful. Sorry to cut you off. It felt it really showed like where Peacemaker was at mentally, and that for it to like lead up to his walking up to the door and like pushing the button thing to that portal. I thought like sure like yeah, what are we doing? Like, this is a little too much.
Yeah,
I thought it was so funny. Like the whole he's just sitting there like. like dying inside, and everyone's just having a grand old time next to him.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, by all means, but I feel like you don't gotta go all the
Yeah.
way with a lot of everybody just being all nude and
Yeah,
then
I
doing
couldn't
it
help
for the
but see
longest
the
time. If you
comedy
had
in
it for a couple minutes, I mean, the seconds, okay, but it felt like just a little too long. But the thing I really loved was when he's going to do his interview with the Justice Gang.
Oh my gosh.
And
that was so
they're
funny.
just so horrible.
They're so
so
funny.
horrible. And
I
then the
love
one
Guy.
thing that sticks in your mind when they're talking about he killed people. I mean, hot girl killed somebody, but nobody knows. Nobody does. But I really like that whole thing where he's just sitting there explaining what he can do, what he can offer, and they don't know the mic's stinger broken, and they're just like, "Oh, this guy sucks." Like whatever. And then like he's like, "Am I supposed to hear you guys?"
What does Maxwell Lord say though about him killing people? It was like which ones of the people that you killed were for a good reason?
Oh,
And
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like, like awkward, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. The scene with he's like, "Am I supposed to hear you guys?" And they're like, "Guy, he's like, oh yeah, I had the security guy do it." And we're like, "Oh, dude."
He's like, "What does the security guy know?"
Dude, this movie, I feel like the show just has such good humor. Like everything about it, like just feels so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually loved how it was able to weave what Lex Luthor was doing in Superman.
Yes.
And it was able to connect that to what Peacemaker does in season 1 and in
A
season 2 now.
direct continuation of
Yeah.
Superman. Direct.
But it also justifies like Rick Flag and what he's doing, and I'm so excited to see their confrontation.
Yeah.
That I can't wait for. But
Does Rick Flag know that Peacemaker killed his son?
yes,
Okay.
he does. That's why he's watching him so hard. He's
Okay.
like waiting for him to mess up just so he can do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to go into like I'm already spoiling. We're already spoiling a little bit, but I want to go into heavy spoilers really fast, just for the ending.
Yeah.
But specifically, the conversation that he has with his brother,
Mm-hmm.
like hit really hard, and he's sitting with his brother and his dad, and then they leave, and then he just freaking cries.
Yeah. I felt that.
John Cena, you can act, bro. Don't let anyone tell you that The Rock's better than you.
I was shook when somebody
The Rock
got that
can't
list
do
out.
that. The Rock can't do that, bro.
But if Smashing Machine is good,
No, I'm still hating
just
The Rock.
playing. Nah,
I'm still
nah,
hating on
nah.
The Rock. Yeah, no, Cena killed that dude. Cena killed that whole scene, and I was so happy with it. We're back. I don't have a lot to say. It's only one
Yeah.
episode, but we're back. Like wholeheartedly, we're back. Look, this show's gonna hit. I think the real like thing that'll be like, oh, the DCU's gonna be it is if Green Lantern or the Lanterns comes out and it hits.
I
That's
can't
what
wait for
need
that show,
now.
man.
Because like I think like Superman was great. It was gonna be hard for it to be great, but I also think like it just kind of made sense. Like I felt like it was gonna work. Peacemaker's a continuation. Creature Commandos was an animated thing.
Yeah.
I think Lanterns will be like, all right, now we're set.
Yes.
We're set in stone. We're moving forward. Like this is it. This is the future.
and we're already going into space.
But Peacemaker season 2 has been so good, and while I think the direction of him taking place, I think they showed it in the trailer, but like it was expected of him killing himself in.
I did not remember that or didn't see it, to be honest. So
I
when it
just-
happened,
I
I
guess
was
maybe
like,
I just
oh,
expected
shoot.
it to happen, but I was still like, oh, I'm so ready for the direction
Yes.
that the season's gonna go because I think it's gonna be awesome. Also, the opening is fire. The opening is so damn good, and it's just as funny. Maybe I don't think I like the song as much, but it's stuck in my Julian. It's stuck in my head. Like it's so freaking good. We're back, baby.
That's
I
the
love
only
Peacemaker.
thing I really think is stupid in Peacemaker. I'm sorry. Those intros, I really do not like those intros. I really don't. I'm
What
gonna
do you
be.
mean?
It's just so silly and stupid to me. I'm sorry. If you guys like it, I'm totally fine with it. To me, it's just stupid.
Have you said this before on the podcast? You
Yes,
probably
I didn't
have.
like the first one. I said it.
Phil, you
I don't
do
like
realize
it.
how awful of a person I think you are right now.
I don't like
Do
it.
you just not like having fun?
I like fun. I just
Then what's
don't.
the problem?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it's silly. I think it's just.
In a show that is inherently silly, you
I'm
don't
cool
like
with
the
it
silly
being
thing.
silly. I just don't like the whole dance sequence. It's whatever to me.
But
I'm not saying you're
But if
bad
you-
for liking it.
but
I just don't like it.
yeah, you shouldn't be saying that. Your problem is that it's silly.
Yes,
Why
it's
is that a problem?
stupid.
But why is that? Why is it stupid? Okay, why is that a problem?
I think it could do without it. I think it can.
Dude,
I
I think
think
it
it
gives the
can.
show so much personality.
I think it's a silly, fun thing for people who love dance sequences for a second.
Dude,
That's
I
it.
actually can't believe you're saying this right now.
I'm being honest.
That's I've never heard a soul say that.
I think it's stupid.
Do you skip it every time then?
Whenever I watch a first episode, I will watch it and see the whole thing. After that, if I don't like it, I skip. I'm gonna be skipping. I'm okay with it. I still like Peacemaker. The show is good. I'm not with the intro.
What if I tell you that's like one of my favorite parts of the show? I get so excited.
I applaud you for loving it. I just don't like it. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
You know, we don't talk about saying like opinions are bad on this podcast. That opinion is so bad, Phil.
All right.
No way, bro. Like in the show that is inherently silly, how do you not like the silly thing?
Because I just don't like, with everything else, I love the jokes. I love the actual silliness they get into. But with the dance, it's just, it feels extra. It feels, to me, not misplaced fully. Because yes, it's silly, but I just don't need to see it.
I don't think. Look,
I don't personally.
I think all American TV intros boil down to the same thing. Logo. And that's it.
Okay.
At most, you get like the HBO long drawn out, like, look at this, whatever. Logo.
Okay.
Peacemaker went above and beyond and said, no, how about we change that and do something funny?
Hey, it's unique. I'm
It's
giving
unique,
it that. It is.
and it's a good kind of unique. We
But
need more
I
of
could
that.
care. I could care less about it.
No,
I could.
I think we need more creative, like, ways of introducing.
Yeah, do it.
What's
Do
the problem
it.
here? If it's creative, it's silly and unique, then what's the problem? You are not giving.
It doesn't hit with me.
Oh my god.
It doesn't hit with me.
Go boiling down to the. It doesn't hit with me.
It doesn't.
That's crazy. That's just insane.
It's a dance where they're doing these motions. They're going around like in different sequences with a
so
straight
funny.
face. Okay.
And then when it hits and like the episode's playing and then you can hear the music build up in the background and then it goes and it's like, all right, now intro time. That doesn't work for you?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
All right, we're gonna end the episode. That's
Go
enough.
for it.
Hey, that's enough. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of the Film Podcast. I'm your co-host Isaiah. That's my co-host to the right of me, Phil. PhilmPod. I'm freaking losing my mind right now.
Go for it.
Please be sure to just like, subscribe, follow, and all the things. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of it. We are a pro Peacemaker intro podcast. We will deal with Phil when the cameras stop rolling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Eat your breakfast, wear your seatbelts, do
Give
all
your
the things.
takes.
Have a great
Be
rest of
authentic.
your-
Be real.
Have a good week.